Over to you, Commissioner.
Well, thank you very much. And thank you to all those that are connected and that are here present. And in fact, to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, my welcome on this press conference on the technical support instrument. One of the key lessons of the last year has been the crucial role of efficient public administrations, national and regional, and local, of course. Vaccine rollout, business support, digital solutions for work and for schooling. Public administrations have had to adapt very, very quickly to find the right tools and solutions that best serve their citizens. We need efficient public administrations that are quick to introduce digital services such as e-health and digital education. We need administrations that are better at designing and implementing business support. We need administrations that pave the way to recovery with strong green and digital agendas. Divergence in administrative capacity means divergence in recovery. The technical support instrument that builds on, expands and replaces the structural reform support program is a key European tool to support, in fact, public administrations in designing, in implementing, namely reforms in the European Union member states. It can be deployed to support different kinds of reforms in almost any sector. The technical support instrument can also be seen as the cohesion policy for public administrations. I'd like to underline this concept, reinforcing administrative capacity where it is most needed, implementing growth and enhancing reforms, and building resilience and modernizing administration so that no member state or European is left behind, as we are always stating. The instrument is part of Europe's multi-annual financial framework for 2021-2027, and it is a key enabler of the recovery plan for Europe. The regulation creating this instrument, so it's the new regulation, entered into force just on the 19th of February. And I am glad that 11 days only after entering into force, the Commission has adopted the first work program for 2021 that in fact implements the instrument. And I would like to make brackets here to thank my DG and my colleagues that worked very, very hard in providing this new instrument in order that we give the appropriate answer to the needs of our citizens. Today's discussion means, in fact, support to over 220 reforms with an overall budget of more than 100 million euros. With the technical support instrument, the successful reform support work of the Commission is both increased in budget and extended in scope. We have also strengthened the link to the green and to the digital transition. Just to illustrate this point, this year, 99 of the selected projects, which means 44% of the total, contribute to the digital transition. A further 68 selected projects, so it's 30% of the total selected projects, contribute to the European Green Deal. In other words, 3/4 of the selected projects are green or digital. This choice reflects our common priorities, the needs and ownership of member states, but also the areas where expert support is more needed. In the same spirit, there is also a direct link between this instrument and the Recovery and Resilience Facility. The technical support instrument can support the preparation and the implementation of the recovery and resilience plans. This service is available to all member states who request it. We are already working with several member states on this, and we expect more in the coming months. Today marks, in fact, a crucial step in the evolution of the reform support in the European Commission. We have come a long way in the last 10 years, from crisis management to long-term resilience, from just 2 member states to working with all member states, from top-down processes to jointly owned goals. Reform is not, in fact, a goal in itself. Reform is a means to an end. A better environment for business, more resilient healthcare systems, better social and educational systems, better services to our citizens, better resilience to crises, and smoother return to sustainable growth. Our method is Europe at its best. We aim to act as the catalysts, bringing together member states so that they can help each other, sharing the expertise that is already there. In particular, I would draw your attention to another important aspect. We have multi-country projects. For example, 18 member states joined together and they will share a project in green budgeting, designed to help redirect public spending and investments towards green priorities. You can read all about this and many other examples in the press material we have published today. Let me close by underlining the role of reform support for a strong and cohesive recovery. For some member states, it will be a real administrative challenge, a challenge requiring strong project management skills and robust administrative capacity. With the technical support instrument, we send a clear message to all member states and regions. We stand by you. We will do what it takes to help you succeed. I can think of no better example of the spirit of Europe, standing together both in crisis and in good times, facing events such as this pandemic, and building together a more resilient and a more sustainable future. Thank you very much, and I'm prepared to answer questions. I will leave this floor and invite later on Mario Nava, who is in fact the most knowledgeable person, to go into the details that may interest you. But before that, I'm very, very interested in understanding what your concerns and your points of interest are, and I'm really willing to answer your questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Commissioner.